All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rachakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders, the elder bishops at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, the men on the highways and the byways that are pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. To the remnant men, women, and children of the elect, to you all I say Shalom. My name is Ahmawan Ahyash. I'm back with another lesson through the power and the spirit of Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. And Lord willing, this is edifying. I came across this video just now on X, and this is a dialogue, conversation between Candace Owens, who is an avid Trump supporter. She's known for a lot of her, just her speech on race and politics and this, that, and the third. So her conversation with Nick Cannon, who over the past few years has gone from someone that I guess you could say stood for something, stood for something somewhat righteous, and then just has completely turned his back on truth, on any type of standing firm, being solid on what you believe in. Once he spoke about the Jays, the so-called Jays. Once he did that, and they came for him, they stripped they stripped his TV show, they stripped some endorsements from him. Once they did that, which is basically what it was, an act of power, showing him who, basically reminding him not to forget, who has control, who has the power, and to watch his mouth, to watch his tone. And when you in Hollywood, man, when you in that space, and when, all of these things are given to you, you don't really have any real power. You don't really have any say-so. You do what you're told. And if you get a little bit out of hand with your so-called righteousness, they'll put you back in your place. Right. And that's what he did with Nick Cannon. But that, I wanted to preface this video by saying that because, it's really a shame to see where he's gone. This video is proof of that. To watch him and listen to him, be completely irrational when it came to this particular topic that they're talking about, and just watching him really stand up for something, it really just goes to show where he was and where he is now, and the influence that these people and his handlers have had over him, because the spirit that he's in this video was not how he even was remotely, and it's sad to see. And this video is going to be, just showing it, why the truth is important. And the times that we're in now, the truth is paramount above everything, and that's what their conversation is mainly going to be about. The objective truth versus people's feelings and how they feel. And we've heard and we've seen these conversations and these back and forths. And again, we lean on the side of truth. And it's a damn shame that a so-called black woman has to be the one to explain why the truth is important over any type of feelings or emotions or anything like that. So I'm going to play this video. It's a 2-minute video, and then I'll just, I got some scriptures lined up.
Of course, respectfully. If you say to me you should respect people, I always respect people. I would disrespect you if I lied to you. I'm not going to call a man a woman. I'm not going to call a woman a man. I'm not going to say sorry for telling the truth. Your beliefs. It's not my belief. A woman cannot be a man. A man cannot be a woman. It's not belief.
But I'm saying, in your perception of the world is different from someone else's perception, because just as emphatic as you are, that you believe what you just said, there's someone that believes emphatically the opposite.
Okay, so what you're talking.
Okay, hold on, because I can't turn this up. Let me real quick. Let me do this. Actually, you know why this is doing this is because I have the brothers playing in the back. Let me just stop casting this real quick. Okay.
Talking about
all right, let me replay that Slack.
Of course, respectfully. If you say to me you should respect people, I always respect people. I would disrespect you if I lied to you. I'm not going to call a man a woman. I'm not going to call a woman a man. I'm not going to say sorry for saying telling the truth.
Your beliefs.
It's not my belief. A woman cannot be a man, and a man cannot be a woman. It's not
Again,
belief.
but I'm saying in your perception of the world is different from someone else's perspective. Because just as emphatic as you are, that you believe what you just said, there's someone that believes emphatically the opposite.
Okay, so what you're talking about is the idea that everything can be subjective and there's no such thing as truth. And let me tell you why that. Let me. But that's why it's either yes or a no.
No, because we're either talking about feelings or facts.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I believe there is objective truth. Okay.
Okay.
A person that is born a man, okay, a person that is born with a penis, as we call it, okay, cannot ever grow up and give birth. Do we agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, so there is such thing as an objective truth. I will not apologize for sharing objective truth. I'm not going to apologize for not saying because his feelings are hurt and do you see how I feel? Because
Because so you have no problem going throughout the world hurting people's feelings.
I have no problem going out the world. That's one way to pitch it.
And you see the way he says that he doesn't even say it with any real conviction. He says it just such with an feminine vibration. Just I'm just gonna rewind this really quick. He says you don't feel that going out into the world hurting people's feelings. Like the way he says it, it's disgusting to see, you know, how he acts now. Let me just rewind this a little bit.
Objective truth. I'm not going to apologize for not saying because his feelings are hurt and do you see how I feel? Because
he's like she's like, I'm not gonna apologize and not bring out the truth for the sake of somebody's feelings. And he goes, why? And then it's disgusting.
Because so you have no problem going throughout the world hurting people's feelings.
I have no problem going out the world. That's one way to pitch it. Telling people the truth so they can better their lives. They can live in reality and not the one, not the fantasy land that they're creating for their lives.
What if someone believes that is a better life for them?
Okay, well, let's play it your way then. Let's do it the other way. There are a group of people who are now referring to themselves as minor attracted people.
Oh, can't go there.
Hey, but that's what they believe. They believe that they are in love and want to have sex with children. They believe that, Nick. They believe it. And are you going to apologize when you call them pedophiles? Are you going to apologize, Nick? Are you going to have them on your podcast? Don't you understand how they feel on the inside when you say that they can't have sex with 8-year-olds?
That is a hell of a point.
It is the slippery slope.
And you know why it's a hell of a point? Because now you can't play on the emotions is not a rebuttal. Feelings is not a rebuttal. It's not a response to objective truth. Okay, now that she backed him into a corner, he had to just bow out and say, that's a hell of a point. Yeah, it's a hell of a point. All right. And again, it's a damn shame that the so-called black woman who has to check Jake, has to put Jake in this, because so many effeminate black men, so-called black men, have been siding with this world and with the emotion and the spirit of feelings, and it's soft, and it's disgusting to watch. It bothers me so much to have to listen to this and have to hear where our men have gone. And most recently, I was watching a video from the elder Yahsharalah from the Dallas camp, and he was going into how Christian men, they're in that same spirit, so-called from the black church. The black church, they're siding just with the emotion and with the soft, effeminate, you know, they're trying to preach the gospel without a sense of masculinity. They're trying to preach the gospel without real truth and not without being harsh. They're trying to leave out the idea that being harsh or being firm about certain aspects of Yahawashi and how he taught the word. They're trying to leave that out as if it has no place in the gospel. And it's very, very, very disturbing. Like this video, listening to Nick Cannon and just his whole energy is disturbing. And it's a damn shame that the so-called black woman has to check him on this. But let me just end it out. It's 30 more seconds. Let me finish this video out.
Is not a fallacy. It is reality. We are living the slippery slope. So somebody, Nick, they believe it. And are you going to apologize when you call them pedophiles? Are you going to apologize, Nick? Are you going to have them on your podcast? Don't you understand how they feel on the inside when you say that they can't have sex with 8-year-olds?
That is a hell of a point.
It is. The slippery slope is not a fallacy. It is reality. We are living the slippery slope. So somebody's going to have to produce the wall. So there's going to be a lot of voices that need to be objective and tell people the truth. I'm very happy to be those voices. If you're looking for me to, make you feel good, I can't be your mommy. I can't. That's why I tell I can't be your mommy.
But see, that's what I say.
I'm not your mommy. You're not a toddler. You're an adult. But see, this is what truth is. And if you can't deal with truth, then you're going to have a very tough life, way tougher than having to listen to Candace Owens say, you are a man on the internet. Of course, respect.
And unfortunately, she had to drop the truth bombs on this clown. Okay. And he had no choice but to bow out. Okay. Because, and you know what? Through the pound spread of Yahawashi, we're going to see this more and more as these prophecies continue to come to pass. Okay, as we see the true spirit of Yahawashi reign true in the earth, because that's what the Lord is doing. The Lord is raising up he's bringing forth the spirit of truth. Okay, and that's what I'm going to get to in this lesson. Before I do this, I want to start off with Jeremiah 2:33. Because this is Nick Cannon, okay? Nick Cannon has trimmed his ways to seek love, right? To keep his position, to keep his spot, okay? To not be so-called blackballed, to stay in cahoots, all right, with Esau Edom in this system, okay? Jeremiah 2:33, it says, Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Okay, Nick Cannon, why have you trimmed your ways and your thoughts and your rebellious revolutionary spirit to seek love, to stay in good standings with Satan? Okay, it says, therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways, right? And we see this not only with Nick Cannon, but we see this in the black church. We even see this among Israelites. Okay, people and people in these Israelite groups, in these churches, in these Israelites, these leaders of these camps who are trimming their ways and trimming the doctrine. Okay, trimming the true spirit of Yahawashi to seek love. They don't want to be too harsh. Okay, they talked about the grape doctrine as if it's not in the scriptures. Okay, they don't use the names and push the names of Yahweh and Yahawashi because our people won't understand Hebrew. You know what I mean? Like they use Christ, and they trim their ways to seek love. They trim their ways to get numbers. They trim their ways to have their congregation grow, not understanding that this ain't a numbers game. This is a truth game. This is about the elect and the elect only. Okay, and the elect is a remnant. All right, and while that remnant may be a large number, it's not about everybody who gets called to hear this word is not going to be chosen. That's what the scriptures say. Many are called, but few are chosen. This word is for the chosen, the predestinated of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi. Okay? And it's about the truth. It's not about seeking validation from this world. It's not trimming your ways to seek validation from anyone. The only validation that matters is the validation of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi. Okay? We want to see, we want the Lord to look down on us and say that we've done a good job with his word, that we protected and pushed forth the truth at all costs. Okay, because that's really what this is about. You got to count the cost when it comes to this truth. You're going to lose family members. You're going to lose so-called friends of this world. You're going to lose people who may think you're too harsh, or you're so-called following a cult, or this, that, and the third. It doesn't matter. Okay, we don't trim our ways to seek love. We don't water down the doctrine to seek love. We don't switch our position so that we keep our validation from Esau, Edom. So we keep our position here in Babylon the Great. That's not what we're doing. Okay? Got a couple of scriptures lined up, man. What they're talking about,
If you say to me,
and what Nick Cannon is trying to push forth is confusion. Okay? Talking about, well, if somebody feels that way, you can't tell them how to feel. And if they feel that way, and if it betters their life, then there's just be, shut up. 1 Corinthians 14:33, it says, for the Most High is not the author of confusion. Okay, and that's the point I want to make at this very moment. Okay, this world is absorbed in confusion, is drowning in confusion. Okay, but the Most High is not the author of confusion. All right, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Okay, so that's why it's important to stick to the script and stick to the doctrine, because if you don't, it's going to end up in confusion. One way you talking about this, look, the MOTB is this, and now it's this week, and now it's that this week. You'll say the name Yahawashi this week, but then it's Christ. Okay, it's just that's not the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi, man. It's because the Most High is not the author of confusion. All right, the Most High is the author of truth and of peace. All right. This is 1 John chapter 5 and verse 19. And it reads, and we know that we are of the Most High, and the whole world lieth in wickedness. Okay? Because this is evil. What they're talking about is a world that lieth in wickedness. Because there's a whole lot of people that'll justify this wickedness. Okay? That Nick Cannon is trying to push out. Trying to confuse people and make it seem like truth isn't paramount. All right? Yahawashi is the spirit of truth. And the truth is what's going to be, is what's going to reign. Okay? The truth is what's going to end up being what's the word I'm looking for? Supreme, for lack of a better word. All right? The truth is going to reign supreme over your feelings, over your emotion, over anything. All right? Your subjective opinion about, and your emotion and your feelings, it has no place amongst the truth. Okay? And this whole world lieth in wickedness. All right, let me read that again. 1 John 5:19. We know that we are of the Most High, and the whole world lieth in wickedness. All right, so those of us that are of the Most High, we're pushing truth. The whole world that lieth in wickedness, they push their feelings and this soft, effeminate vibration, the spirit that has the world in the position that it's in. Look at the confusion that's in this world. It's because, the truth has not been declared. All right. The truth has not been declared. And that's a huge problem. All right. This is John chapter 14 and verse 17. And it says, even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. Okay, so this is about truth. The spirit of truth, the world can't receive the spirit of truth. Okay, this is why Nick Cannon can go on his platform and push that madness. All right, because people will cheer it on and root him on. All right, but now that he has eyes on him after, speaking to the Jays and calling them, he called them evil and wicked or whatever did. He violated them, right? But now that he had to switch his position, they have eyes on him now. And now he has to do the exact opposite of what he was trying to do the first time, right? He can't be solid, right? He can't speak with the spirit of truth on him. Right? And it really feels like they're making an example out of him. Because he did a complete 180, man. All right? The spirit of truth the world can't receive the spirit of truth, man. Where we at? Got a couple more scriptures, man. What else I got? 1 John 4 and 6. Yeah, because it's about the spirit of truth, man. That's the point that I'm trying to get through in this lesson. The spirit of truth is what we're concerned with. And I'm going to say it again. Unfortunately, you needed the so-called black woman to tell the so-called black man why the spirit of truth is what's important. That's a damn shame. It's embarrassing. If I was Nick Cannon's family or friend, I'd feel embarrassed for him. This is a damn shame. 1 John 4 and 6 says, we are of the Most High. He that knoweth the Most High heareth us. He that is not of the Most High heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. We're listening to the spirit of truth and the spirit of error in this video. Okay, and in other countless videos that we see all across the internet. You want to hear the spirit of error? Just go click on a Christian video. Go sit in a black church. All right. Go sit amongst a group of so-called black women just being goddamn demons. That's the spirit of error, man. You want to hear the spirit of truth? You gotta tap in with the prophets. All right. Just a couple more real quick. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 6 and 28. I love this scripture, man. It says, as for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. Okay. And the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. So that's what we're looking forward to. We're looking forward to the truth being declared. We're witnessing the truth being declared through the power of Yahawashi among the prophets. All right. And the men who are pushing out this word. The truth is going to be declared one way or another. Okay. Your emotions, your feelings are going to be the least of the worries. All right, ain't nobody be concerned with how you feel in these last days. It's all hell's about to break loose. Okay, because the spirit of truth is going to clash with this world, and hey, the truth is undefeated. All right, so it's all going to play out, and the spirit of truth is going to dominate, right? The spirit of truth, okay, which coincides with prophecy, all right, is going to dominate what's happening in the upcoming weeks, months, right? 2025 is going to be a hell of a year because we can see certain prophecies coming to pass. We can see, a shift in this world and how it's going to operate, because we know Esau Edom is looking to implement his new world order system. So we're looking forward to that shift happening. We're looking forward to truth being declared. We see the faith growing. We see brothers waking up every day. Okay. We see this whole Israelite movement, this mass awakening growing every day. We see people leaving the black church every day. We see people leaving Islam and tapping into this truth every day, man. And that's through the power and spirit of Yahawashi. Right? One last scripture, because there has to be a judgment for all this evil and all this wickedness. All right? For all this confusion. Isaiah 13:11, it says, "And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible." And we see a lot of that pride when it comes to people in this world and people who are pushing forth these weirdo agendas. All right. We see the pride that comes along with, this whole power structure and because Esau has control of all of these little platforms and these social medias and these outlets and these, this is his whole setup. Okay. And there's a huge amount of pride that we can see on, those who are have these platforms and the face of these little shows, and we see what's happening through the power and spirit of Yahawashi, man. All right, one more time, Isaiah 13:11. I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. All right, so that arrogancy amongst the proud is going to cease. All right, Kal Halal Yahawah. We want to see it. And I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Okay, so we're close to the end. We're close to the end of these conversations. Okay, we're close to the end of this even being a back and forth. Okay, because then it's gonna come a time where this ain't even gonna be on the table. This type of conversation is gonna be the furthest thing from people's mind, because they're gonna be worried about their survival and how do they, a lot of people are gonna want to get closer to God in in these upcoming months, and as prophecy continue to come to pass, as all hell breaks loose, as the truth continues to spring, prophecy. That's really what we're pushing, and that's what we're keeping our eye on. All right, so the Lord's gonna judge this place for the evil. Yeah, man, and that's it. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders, the elder bishops at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the elect, as always. Shalom.